Hello, this is David Cahoone. In this video, we're going to review step 4 of the EPC method. The client affirms the test results with case study stories. In the prior couple of steps, we've reviewed how the client goes through the process of actually taking the life-dat test, either with you or on their own, and receiving the test results. When the client receives the test results, there may be no case studies recommended on occasion because the client doesn't need any additional insurance. Alternatively, there may be one or more case studies that are recommended for consideration by the client. You have the opportunity to tell your client that he or she is in the driver's seat with taking the next steps, and assure your client that only he or she and not anyone else will determine the test accuracy for describing the client's particular needs. We have planned for many thousands of families, and so we are acutely aware of many common characteristics that apply under a set of planning circumstances. The fact that the life-dat test triggered a case study story for one of your clients means that that client shares the same characteristics as hundreds of other client families with like planning histories and situations. The good news is that you do not have to read all the case study stories, only those that life-dat identifies as applying to your client. So your client can go straight to those stories to determine if they resonate with your client's perception of his or her planning situation. By doing so, you and your client will quickly be able to subjectively confirm the test's accuracy. Given the similarities between your client's estate and business planning situation and those of countless numbers of our clients with the same situation, the case study stories provide not only the planning diagnosis, but also the planning ideas and the legal and funding solutions we have routinely employed to meet each estate planning funding challenge. As you will see on the screen, the results report has two parts. The top part displays the names of the case study stories the test identified as most pertinent to your client's planning situation, and those are under the Case Studies Recommended for Client Review heading. Secondly, the second part displays other case study stories that are relevant to your client's planning situation, but that are less significant in their test weighting. A particular case study story may not reflect your client's exact situation. However, it should be similar to it. If the case study story sounds like it may apply to your client or piques his or her interest, your client can work with you, the advisor, to dig a little deeper. If your client and you, the advisor, believe that the case study story demonstrates a need your client may have, your client can work closely with the advisor to determine how much insurance the client needs, what type of insurance the client needs, what it will cost, and how your client can manage the premium payments. We're looking at a case study report from Mary Smith that we've gone through in the prior couple of steps, and you will see that for Mary, she had 3 different case study stories that were recommended for her. This is where you have the opportunity for Mary now to go to the Objective Guide to Estate Planning and Life Insurance and read Chapter 1, Chapter 20, and Chapter 4, Ensuring the Right Asset, Creating an Estate, Providing for a Special Needs Child. Or alternatively, if Mary is on the site or you're on the site, you can click on the name of the case study story and it will open up a PDF file. So if you clicked on Ensuring the Right Asset, you would get the PDF file Ensuring the Right Asset. Mary Smith in this situation would then read this short chapter, 3 pages only, and get a sense for whether she saw its application to her particular planning situation. And if she did, she could move forward with you to the next step, step 5 of the EPC method.